Hi everyone, I hope you're well. This is Selena. Welcome back to one of my videos. If you're new to my channel, welcome. My name's Selena and I release a new crochet tutorial every week. And this week I'm bringing to you this amazing shawl. I absolutely adore it. It's really easy to crochet and it features a beautiful ruffle edging, which I absolutely adore. And so this is a very easy project. So the main part of the shawl is really easy to crochet. It features a beautiful C2C stitch. It's a slight twist on the C2C stitch, but it's very easy to crochet, and then the ruffle edging is also really easy to add. And yeah, I'll take you through all this step by step. So for this project you will need one skein of Mandala Baby in shade Narnia, and it's an absolutely lovely shade. I absolutely adore it. It's so nice and soft, and I actually only needed one skein for the whole shawl, so I was really pleasantly surprised by that. So you will need exactly one skein of this yarn. Obviously if you're going to make it the size that I did, I will be listing the free pattern as always on my blog selenaveronique.com with the exact dimensions of this wrap, so head over there. It will be linked in the down bar, and all the details for this wrap and the written instructions are on my blog. Also, I will be listing in the down bar all the materials that I used. I will be telling you now what I used, but they will be also linked in the down bar. So one skein of Mandala yarn. You will also be needing one skein of paint box Simply DK yarn for the edging. So I've used my skein of yarn, but it will be linked in the down bar, of course. And I used one skein of paint box Simply DK in shade Champagne White. I also used a 5mm crochet hook, a pair of scissors, and a tapestry needle, and that's all I used. I will be using US terms with British terms in brackets, and I do hope you enjoy this very easy tutorial. So to create this pattern, you will be making a slip knot and pop your hook through this slip knot. And now you will be chaining 7. So just go ahead and chain 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. So now that we've chained 7, we are going to be placing our first treble crochet into the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5th chain from the hook. So for this treble crochet you will be wrapping your yarn around your hook twice. You will go into that 5th chain, pull up a loop. You've got 4 loops on your hook. Take your yarn and pull through 2 loops. Take your yarn and pull through 2 loops again. And take your yarn and pull through 2 loops. And this is your first treble crochet, and the first chain 4 here counts as your treble crochet 2. So now we are going to be placing another treble crochet into the next chain. So wrap your yarn twice around your hook, go into that next chain, pull up a loop. So go through 2 loops, go through 2 loops, and go through 2 loops. And there we have our third treble crochet right here. And now we are going to be placing our next and last treble crochet into the last chain here, like this. So go through 2 loops, go through 2 loops, and go through 2 loops. And this is our first square. So now for row 2, so that's row 1 completed. So now for row 2, we are going to be chaining 7. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Turn your work like this, and you are once again going to be placing a treble crochet into the 5th chain from the hook. So wrap your yarn around your hook twice, go into that 5th chain and place a treble crochet. Now go into the next chain and place a treble crochet into that. And then go into the next chain and place a treble crochet into that. And this is what our project looks like for now, and what we are going to be doing is putting it like this, and we are going to be going through this these 2 treble crochets, pulling our yarn through and slip stitching like so, just so that we anchor this project down, and we are now going to be working on this part. So this is still row 2, and this is how we are building our shawl. So now chain 4, 1, 2, 3, and 4, and just bear with me because this will become very, very simple. This is a very simple pattern repeat once you know what to do, so just bear with me, and it's very simple. So we've chained 4, and this counts as our first treble crochet. We are going to be placing a treble crochet here, so we're just going to go directly through this space and place a treble into that space. And once again place a treble into that space. And place your last treble into that space. And as you can see, we are having clusters of 4 trebles each time. And this is what it looks like, and this is the beginning of the shape of our shawl. So this is row 2 completed. So now for row 3, you are going to be chaining 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Turn your work. And we are going to once again start our row by placing a treble crochet into the 5th chain from the hook. So just go ahead and place a treble crochet into the 5th chain from the hook, and into the next chain a treble, and into the next chain Now we are going to be, so this is our cluster of 4 trebles done, and we are going to be doing the same thing that we did in the previous row, is just slip stitching it to attach to the next square. And now we are going to be working along this space. So chain 4, 1, 2, 3, and 4. And you are going to work along this edge. So just go ahead and place a treble between these stitches. And another treble. And another treble. Like this. You are going to slip stitch to the next square like so, And now we are going to be working along this edge. So chain 4, 1, 2, 3 and 4, and place trebles along this edge. So go ahead. So 1 treble, 2 trebles, and your last treble, and of course your first chain 4 counts as a treble, so this creates a cluster of 4 trebles. And that is row 3 completed. So as you can see, it's very easy. I was trying to de-zoom, so it's very, very easy. So it's a very easy process. So I'm just going to show you row 4. So it is going to be the very same thing row after row. So just chain 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. Turn your work like so, and place a treble into the 5th chain from the hook. So just count 5 chains from the hook and place your treble into that, and obviously the first 4 chains counts as a treble. Go into the next chain with a treble, and go into the next chain with a treble, like so. And now you are going to slip stitch to the next square and work along this edge. Chain 4, 1, 2, 3 and 4, and place a treble along this edge, and another treble, and another treble, like so, and fasten onto the next square with a slip stitch. You are going to be working through this on this space. So this is a fairly easy pattern. 2, 3, 4, as you can see. Place your treble through those stitches, and another treble, and another treble, attach this next square with a slip stitch like so. Now you are going to chain 4, 1, 2, 3 and 4, and place a treble into the next, onto the next row. Well, not row, but square. Sorry, this is my yarn that's playing up, so sorry about that. And place your 3rd stitch here, and then your 4th here. And so you see this has created our 4 rows of treble crochet squares. So as you can see, this is a very simple pattern repeat. I'm just going to let you carry this on. I will be counting the exact number of rows that I have. However, just carry on until you have finished your skein of mandala yarn. Again, I will be writing down on my blog. The link is in the description bar. I will be writing down the exact amount of rows that I made. But yeah, just carry on until you finish your skein of yarn. So now I am going to show you how to create the ruffle edging. Sorry, this is a bit abrupt what I've just done, but this is the ruffle edging, and obviously I am making a sample, so just pretend that this is a whole shawl. So like I just said, carry on with this pattern until you reach the end of your skein, or until you are satisfied with the number of rows. And then you will be fastening off and then attaching your new yarn onto the project. So you would be anyway attaching your yarn onto one corner. So I'm not going to fasten off and reattach my yarn, it makes no sense. But just bear in mind that you would be attaching, so fastening off this yarn and then attaching a new yarn onto this corner. So to create the ruffle edging, you are going to chain one and turn your work. And because we are going to be placing our edging onto the V part of the shawl, so this is the V. Obviously yours will be a lot bigger, but we are going to be placing our ruffle edging all along these two edges. So turn your project like that, you've chained one, and you are going to be placing single crochets all along this edge. And this is this will be placing single crochets as best you can and as evenly as possible, because this will be the wrong side of the stitches, so you won't have a definite stitch into which you will be placing a single crochet, if that makes sense. So just go ahead and place a single crochet along this edge as evenly as you possibly can. I will be placing them quite close together because I don't want I do want my edging to look nice and full. So just go ahead and do that. So I'm just placing them like this as I go along. And also you don't need a specific amount of single crochets along this edge. So just go ahead and place them, place as many as you wish. Just make sure that they are evenly spaced out. So I'm just going to place my single crochets all along this edge, and then I'll meet you back at the end. So just go all the way down here and all the way down here, and then I'll meet you back for the rest of this pattern. So I'm back and I've made my row of single crochets. As you can see, sorry, this is a loose end, but this is my row of single crochets, and you should have the same. So my I finished like this, and I've placed them on this side of the project. And now for row 2, I am going to be chaining 3, 1, 2 and 3, and this counts as my first double crochet. And we are going to be placing 2 more double crochets inside this very first stitch. So just go ahead and place 2 more double crochets inside this first stitch. Now go into the next single crochet and place 3 double crochets. Yes, because I forgot to say that this chain 3 at the beginning counts as a double crochet. So now that we're in the second stitch, you are going to be placing 3 double crochets into that, and place 3 double crochets into the next stitch, and place another 3 double crochets into the next stitch. And as you will have understood by now, we will be placing 3 double crochets into each and every single crochet from the previous row until we reach the beginning of the last row. So just go ahead and do that, and I'll meet you back to show you how to finish off this row and to do row 3. So I'm back, and I finished my first row, and as you can see, it really gives that ruffle effect that I really enjoy. And so now for row 2, we are going to be chaining 3, 1, 2 and 3, and this counts as our first double crochet. As you can see, I've turned my work already, and we are going to go directly into the second stitch. So this goes with our first stitch here. we are going to go into the second stitch and place another double crochet into that, and go into the next stitch with a double crochet, and into the next stitch with a double crochet, and the next stitch, and we are going to be going into each and every stitch across until we reach the end of this row. So it's very simple. You are simply going to be going into each and every stitch across until you reach the end of this row. And I'm going to quickly explain how to finish off this project because it's very simple. So you are going to be finishing off this row, obviously here, and then once you've finished this second row of double crochets, you will be repeating this row once again. So you will be making a third row of double crochets, and again it will be a row of simple double crochets. So exactly what I mean to say is a repeat of this row. So once you finish this row, you will be repeating this row once again, and you will be fastening off, and that will be the end of your project. So I'll let you carry this on because it's very simple. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Thank you so much for being here. Don't forget to subscribe, and don't forget to check out my other videos. And don't forget to follow me on Instagram. My username is Selena Veronique. And see you in my next video. Bye bye.